Hey there friends, I'm Melony and you're watching akaMommy, and today we are talking again about finding some joy. Who's with me? So if you are brand new to my channel, welcome. I'm so glad that you decided to stop by. I hope that you find this information informative, encouraging, motivating, or maybe just downright hilarious. We'll see. If you're a returning subscriber, then thank you so much for coming back. Okay guys, so today I am ready to tackle the next item on the list that I am working through my entire house. As you guys may or may not already know, if you have caught my previous two videos about this, I am KonMariing my entire house. I started with clothing and I have managed to finish that one. It took me a little bit less than a week. I started last weekend and we're almost to the new weekend. So I just kind of work on it as I have time. But yes, I'm ready to move on to the next step, which today is going to be books. Now, I actually don't expect that this will be a super complicated category for me to tackle because I don't have thousands of books. I have read stories since I started this process. I've been following along a few Facebook pages, and there are people who literally own thousands of books. Maybe that's you. It is not me. I don't own that many books. I do own some, and so I am going to be going through them today. I'm going to be going through my personal books. I'm going to, like, my collection of reading material. I'm going to be going through my cookbooks, which I don't have a lot of those either. I'm a Pinterest kind of girl. I'm an internet girl. I look up a lot of stuff on the internet webs when I need to know a recipe. I am going to be going through my children's books, which I did semi-recently, but we're going to go through them again today. And I am also going to be going through our homeschool material, our books that we use for homeschooling. Now, I really do not believe that there will be anything in that category that I need to get rid of, simply because we will need those again in future years. But I'm gonna look just to make sure. So let me flip the camera around and I'm gonna show you guys where I house all of my books in my home. As you can see, that's gonna be the first place. So let's just walk on over there. My children are outside right now. Can you guys see that my windows are open? Can y'all tell? Probably not because it's really bright. My windows are open. It's January and it's like 75 degrees outside. It's all good. I live in Texas. So it is what it is. This is where I keep the first little bit of books that I'm going to be going through. These are not all of my personal books, but all of these books are mine. This is the majority of what I own though. There are 3 shelves here. I'm going to go through here and make some decisions. There are some criteria that I am kind of lining out for myself, being, have I already read it? And if so, am I ever going to read? See, I have my windows open, guys. I'm flying all over the place, but it's amazing and I love it. Have I read it? And if so, will I read it again? Realistically, will I ever pick up this book again? If I have not read it, how long has it been sitting here on this shelf waiting for me to read it? Basically just questions like that. Like, I'm going to look at these books realistically. I'm going to be very critical of what I own, and we're going to make some decisions. So let's walk, because the next area I'm going to stop at is my children's room, which is not completely clean, but we do what we got to do, guys. Okay, so this is my children's bookshelf. There are always people who are going to worry, so it is securely attached to the wall, just if anyone was curious. These are my son's books. I'm going to be going through those. This shelf normally looks much, much better than this, but yeah, it's a mess. Believe it or not, I think all of these are children's Bibles. And then these are Kyler's books, so I will be going through those. This, honestly, Kyler has, I think, 3 or 4 books in our bathroom because she likes to look at books when she is pottying, and we're in the beginning stages of potty training, so I will go grab those. But this is everything that I'll be going through for them because this is pretty much all the books that they own. The last place we are going to go is my living room. My Roomba. Her name is Zola. She's over there working hard for me. Okay, see, look. Curtains blowing in the wind. Okay. This is the white bookcase that I have in my living room. I'm very backlit. I love having this because I think that it is, and it is built in, it came with the house. I love having this because I think that it offers great storage, but it tends to be a catch-all for my family. Like right here, you can see this kind of stuff. We've got a bag that needs to go out to my car. You know, this actually looks pretty good. Normally, it can get real bad. So I'm gonna have to address this. This is a little container that I have for all of our remote controls that my children can never seem to put back in the box, ever. Okay, so focusing. See, trying to stay focused today. Books. These are the books that I'll be going through. I will be going through my Bibles. I own a lot of them, and that, in my opinion, is just a little bit silly because there are so many other people who could probably use a Bible. So I might be purging some of those. But anyway, these are the books that I'll be going through. I'm going to pull all of these down, take them to my room. These as well. And then the last place is in my kitchen. I think I have 3, maybe 4 cookbooks in there. And I will be pulling those down and bringing them in here with all of the other books. So, I've rambled on long enough. Let me get all my books and get them situated here on my floor, and we will begin this process. Okay guys, that was a little more work than I expected it to be. Wow. I'm a little overwhelmed right now. This happens quite frequently. I'm told when you do this method in your home. It's overwhelming, you guys. It's overwhelming to look and see what you own. I have not counted the books yet, but I will be doing that. And before the end of the video, I'll give you guys a final count. But I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed. So I'm going to show you what I've got going on here in front of me. And then we're going to go. Oh, and I haven't even pulled out the homeschool books yet because I was running out of room. So I'm going to do those separately. I don't know. I think I'm going to pull them all out and look at them, but to be honest with you, I don't know. I got to figure that out. Anyway, I'm going to flip, well, I'm just going to show you, okay? Over here, we've got some magazines. Wait, where are they? And books. Books upon books upon books, and more books. Kids books, kids books, kids books, kids books. Everything else is mine. Like, holy cow. Magazines. I almost forgot to pull them out because I do not read them. I get free subscriptions every now and then. And then I pretty much just wait for them to run out. I just throw them away when they come in. But if you were to look through these that I have, women's health, fitness. This is the only one I have that's not like that kind of related, but real simple. Real simple, real simple, real simple. Lots and lots of those. Yeah. Shape. I don't read magazines, guys. I don't have time. I don't have time. Not at this point in my life. So, luckily, I'm not throwing away money because I didn't pay for even one of these. But I will be going through them and seeing, I guarantee you some of those are at least a year old. I'll look through them and see if there are any that I really want to keep. And then I'm going to give myself 1 week to read whatever it was that I felt like was necessary, and then they're gone. They're gone, if they even make it that long. So I'm gonna get started here. Wow, I cannot even. And as you can see, I did include these in my pile because even Marie Kondo in her book says that you should include that, you know, the life-changing magic of tidying up when you purge your books, because it's a book. So I can almost promise you those will be staying though, because they do bring me joy at this point. So I'm gonna get started. I've talked long enough. You guys, thank you for sticking with me through this, because let's just get started. I'm just gonna get started. All right, let me get you guys set up. Let's get started.
What you've got that's worth showing me? Do you have the authority? I just need to know if you can help me out. Let's get up, circumnavigate every inch. I'll incinerate. I just need your undivided time. And I don't wanna wait. I can say your name, but it don't matter anyway, anyway. And just like a dream, it's too good to be real. It's like, I can tell that you want me to, and it's not about what we say, it's what we do.
Okay, you guys, I figured I would do a quick check-in with you. I got not sidetracked, but I had to stop and, you know, have lunch with my kids. So, it's nap time in my house now. I actually don't have a whole lot of time left because I also had to run into town, but I am finished with this section of the book purge. I'm now kind of looking at what I have and figuring out where I'm going to store it, and I have a few things that I'm publicly going to say. Not that you guys are going to care, but, or not care, but you're not going to, anyway, whatever. I'm a little tired. I need some coffee. So, let me show you what I decided. My kids came in here and moved everything around, which was a little bit irritating, but okay. Alright, so I've got this stack of magazines that I'm going to be putting in the trash. I'm keeping these two magazines. These are the most recent two that came in, and I'm going to give myself 1 week to look through them, and that's it. Then they're gone. I'm keeping these two cookbooks, to be honest with you. I don't use cookbooks a whole lot, so those are plenty. This is my possibly ridiculous stack of Bibles. Yeah, it is what it is. This is the one I'm currently using. I use all the time, so there's that. I'm going to be keeping these two. These are both fitness related. Basically, this right here is my pile that I'm keeping for myself. And I kind of broke it down into categories. So I have Bibles. These are devotionals or religious education type materials. And there's a journal down in there that I use for prayer journal. This stack is related to parenting. So I'm keeping this stack, and these aren't supposed to be there. Both of these stacks are what I would consider to be personal development. Yeah, that's pretty much what is in that stack. These are all household related. I'm going to give you guys an exact number of the books that I'm keeping, but that is household related. And these are marriage, relationship related. So that is what I'm keeping for myself. I do not own, not anymore, I do not own one single fiction book. Not one. I just don't read them that often. I mean, I do every now and then, but I actually tend to read those on my Kindle more than an actual, like, book. So those are the ones that I'm keeping for myself. And then I'm going to share with you my kids' books really quick, but this is what I really wanted to share. I'm going to try. I had this all separated, you guys. I'm a little like, because now my trash pile is getting mixed, or not trash, my donate pile is getting mixed in with my to keep pile because of children. I had these all stacked, all of those. Those are being kept. This stack right here is children's Bibles or devotionals that we do with the kids. This is another little container of books that we are keeping. So this we are keeping, this we are keeping, and those we are keeping. All of those are gone. I haven't counted them yet, but I am going to do that so that I will know exactly how many I'm getting rid of. But I gotta be honest with you, that's more than I thought that I was going to be getting rid of. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm probably making you guys dizzy, and I do apologize. These are the books that I'm going to be passing on, and then that over there, you guys probably can't tell the difference. I can, but that over there is a pile of trash, except for the Bible. It got moved. Anyway, so that was a little. The moving of the books was definitely the hardest part. Like, sorting through them wasn't a big deal at all. But now I have to move them all back. So I'm going to do that. And then I will probably end out this video showing you guys how I'm going to be storing my books. And then letting you know what the next step is on my checklist. Oh, but I have to do the homeschool books. I don't think that that's going to be included in this video because I think that this video would be too long. Yeah, I don't think I will look through the homeschool books, but to be honest with you, all of the books that I'm talking about when I say homeschool books, they are all books that my kids needed for school this year, not necessarily textbooks, but because the curriculum that we do is very heavy literature based, we have a lot of books. I've probably purchased 40 or so books for my kids so far this year, and we've used every single one of them. I mean, I don't order them unless it's on the book list, basically. And because the books are on the book list, I know that we will need them again in the future. So I can't really get rid of them. But I am going to say that I think what I'm going to start doing is in future years when my kids need books, I'm going to see about potentially getting them the Kindle version instead. The only thing is, a lot of these books that I ordered for my kids, I ordered used, and so there were books that I was able to get for like $2 and $3, whereas the Kindle version may have been $9, you know, something like that. So in the interest of saving money, I will probably, I don't know, we'll see. It just, what would you guys do? Okay, if you were faced with having to potentially buy, let's just say 50 books a year that, and there are 4 years, this is a cyclical curriculum that we use. And it runs in a 4-year cycle. So these books that I purchased this year, we will use again in 4 years. But they always use the same books, okay? So basically my plan was to just buy the books that we need each year, and then at the end of the year store them, and then when we need them again, we have them. So I won't be out of pocket for buying more books. But that is going to mean that I have to store the books, or I can purchase them I can do a digital copy on Kindle, and my kids can just read them digitally. But they are more expensive a lot of the times with the Kindle. So I kind of have to make a choice between spending more money and not having clutter or books in storage, or spend a little bit of money, or no, spend less money but have to store them. I don't know. What would you guys do? I'm obviously not at the point where I have to make that decision right now. So anyway, this is turning into a very, very long video. So I'm going to go ahead and get these books put on the bookshelf, and then I'll catch up with you guys here in the next clip. Alright guys, so I got everything put away, and I figured that I would go ahead and show you kind of the end result. I don't know for sure that this is the way that my books will stay organized for the long haul, because that's not the stage I'm in. I'm in the purging stage and not the organizing stage. But for now, I went ahead and put all of my books back over here on this shelf. So basically, these are all of my books that I will be keeping, including my Bibles, which are down here on the bottom, devotions, so forth and so on. This is all of my books. I am going, since, you know, obviously I've had some of these books for a while and I haven't read them yet, I am going to go ahead and say that if I haven't read them, it's a lot of books. If I have not read it, I'm going to give myself a year to read these books. If I haven't read them by next year, they're gone. By that time, I will have already gone through this process. Lord willing, I'll be done with this process in a year. But my closet is still being worked on. The only thing that's done in there is the clothes. So, yeah, within a year, I would like to have these books read. If I have not read it in a year, then obviously I'm not going to read it, so then it will leave. But I've got some reading to do. All of the books that I decided to keep are ones that, if I have not read it yet, I bought it because I genuinely believe that it will add value to my life in some way. And the ones that I'm keeping that I have already read, it is because they added huge amounts of value to my life and I refer back to them. I didn't keep any that I'm holding on to just because I liked it and I thought it was a good book. All of the books that I have read that I'm keeping and not passing on, I typically lend to people because I think it's just an amazing book, or something of that nature, or I will refer back to it. This one is a good case in point. I love this book. I absolutely adore this book. I don't know that I will ever get rid of it because I love it. I've read it multiple times and I think it's amazing. So yeah, little book recommendation for you. So I will show you the kids' books. I purged a lot of their stuff, but most of what I purged was mine. So let's go into their bedroom and I'll show you. And these are the books, actually. These are the books that I'm getting rid of. And then I have a small thing over here. Actually, this, I'm also getting rid of all of those. But those are a donation. These books that you saw stacked right here, I'm actually going to sell. So, yeah, we're going to do that. And then we're back in the kids' room now. This is what their bookcase looks like after it's all said and done. They have some Bibles up here. These are the ones that I don't really so much want Kyler getting a hold of. These are ones that we read to the kids. These are Bibles that are, again, she's at an age where she will absolutely tear up Bibles or books of any kind. So I don't really like her getting her hands on these, which is why, his books are separate from hers. But these are Grant's books that we are going to be keeping for him. And then he has a little basket here with his little notebooks that he likes to color in. He just randomly likes to color sometimes. And then these are Kyler's books that we will be keeping. All of them are board books. All of them, they are all board books because that's what she needs right now because she tears regular books. And then they have these two little, this isn't a room tour, but yeah, they have those two little totes down there that we usually keep their stuffed animals in. But that is everything. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I mean, it's organized. It will not stay this way. I know that, and that's okay. I have kids, and that's just kind of the nature of having children, is that they don't care about organization so much. So that is it, you guys. I already took my 2 cookbooks to the kitchen. Wasn't really much to show you there. And the homeschool books. Yes, I still have not decided what to do about those, but for now they are staying where they are because it's kind of like if you're a student, you wouldn't throw away your textbooks. You need those. You're not going to say, oh, I don't like these. They don't spark joy, so we must get rid of them. You can't do that. These are essentially textbooks that my children need in order to be able to do their school assignments, and so I have a feeling that they will all be staying. But I am going to sort through them and just make sure that we don't have duplicates or books that are badly damaged or anything like that. So that is going to be it for the books. If I remember correctly, the next category is titled paper. And this is one that I'm a wee bit nervous about. I won't lie. I'm a pretty organized person. But I tend to hold on to things for way longer than I need to. You guys, I probably still have my tax returns from 15 years ago. It's ridiculous. So yeah, I am a little bit nervous about doing that category. but I have a feeling it's not going to be as bad as I'm thinking. Like, I'm thinking it's going to be bad, you guys. So I'm thinking that I just need to gear myself up for it. And I am almost positive that when that category is done, I am going to feel amazing. Because that's one that I am nervous about. Only because, yeah, I'm repeating myself. But regardless, I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. I can guarantee you it's going to be a long one. This is just a process, you know. If I want to explain everything to you guys, if I really want to talk to you through these videos, it takes some time. I guess what I could do is just show you a before picture, and then show an after picture of what I do, but I don't really think that that's what this is about. So, kind of like with my Vlogmas series, I was sharing not only to share with you guys, but also to document that time in our lives. I want to document this. I want to document the emotions that I am having. I want to document all the feels. I want to, a year from now, 2 years from now, look back and watch these videos and be able to say, wow, like, that's incredible. You know, I know that this is going to be absolutely life-changing, and so I want to document the process. So several of you have reached out to me and let me know that you don't mind the longer videos at all, which is nice because they're going to be long. And if there's anyone who does not prefer the longer style of videos, my apologies. I don't really know what to say. I guess you could fast forward through parts of it. I don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling, so I'm going to end the video here. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this. I hope that this series, even though we're still in the very beginning stages of it, is motivating to you. I hope that it's informative to you. Yeah, pretty much that's my goal, other than documenting this whole process. So if you have any questions about the process or about what I'm doing, please feel free to leave me a comment down below. I would be happy to answer any questions that you have. If I don't know the answers, I can definitely reach out to Janine, who is my KonMari consultant, who is assisting me with this. She's kind of keeping me on track and letting me know what steps I need to take next. And yeah, that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next video. The next video will not be a KonMari video, as in the next video on my channel, but there will be another KonMari video coming soon, I'm quite certain. So you guys take care, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.